Hi guys, in this video I'm going to try and create a portfolio in Microsoft Word. I've got my folder with all my images ready, and these have been saved as JPEGs, not TIFFs, unlike InDesign. So if I just show you quickly, there they are, and I've got my artist statement as a Word document, and I've got my captions as a Word document, and I've even got a logo. All right, so let's go and create a new Word document. So I'll go to File, choose New Document, and there it is there. It's a single page at the moment, and that's okay. The first thing I want to do is I want to bring in my logo. In fact, no, let's create a blank page. So I'm going to go Insert, Blank Page. And now I've got page 1, page 2. So on this first page, I want to create my logo and my title. So I'm just going to go to Insert Pictures, Picture from File, and I'll bring in my black skull logo. And for some reason it puts it on page 2. That's silly. All right, back to page 1. So I'm just going to drag it there. If you end up finding that images have been put in the wrong spot, just drag them, zoom out, and then just drag them to the page that you want them to. So that belongs on page 1. Thank you very much, Microsoft Word. So I'm just going to reduce that in size. Now, I also want to change the wrap of it because at the moment, I can't move it. It just bounces back because it's been inserted into in line with the text. So up here where it says wrap text, I'm just going to say, can you bring it in front of text, which means I can now move it around. So I'm just going to plonk it there for the time being. And then I want to go back to Insert and insert a text box. And in this text box, I will draw my text box. I don't want an outline around the box, so I choose no outline. And this is where I would type in the title. Bill Bailey, Return Portfolio. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to make that bigger. I'll go back to Home, and I'll just click on this increase font size icon, and just make it a bit bigger. Right, that's good. I might make the word portfolio smaller than the name, and then for the whole lot, I will center it. Now, if you want to center both the logo and the title, so let's say the logo was a bit off center, you can select both the text box and the logo, and up where it says picture format, you've got this little icon here that says align. Just press on that and say align center. And then Microsoft will align both of them together. So that's good. I might actually make the word Bill Bailey, oops, didn't mean to double click then. The word Bill Bailey, I will make that red and bold. Good. All right, so now let's go to page 2, and this is where I will bring in my artist statement. So I've already typed that up, so let's go and open that up. Right, so here's the text. Now, what I don't want to do, I want to copy it. Yes, I want to copy it. Close the document. What I don't want to do is paste it where the cursor is. I want to actually use a text box again, and I'll tell you why. If I now go and insert another text box on page 2, okay, so let's draw a text box here. And again, no outline. When I paste that artist statement, I've got enormous flexibility. I can actually not only move the text box around the page, but I can also change the width. So let's say I want a nice skinny text box, and I want to put that over here. Beautiful. You can't do that when it's just inserted into the page with the cursor. Now I might just make the text, what is it, 14? That's way too big for a portfolio, so I'm just going to bring it down to even 11. That's good. Nice skinny column. And right, what I'll do next to the column is I'll bring in the logo, Command C. I'll just copy the first logo from the first page, Command V, paste it, and move it where I want it. So now I've got the same logo as before, a much smaller version, and it's sitting on page 2. Right, now page 3. Let's go and insert a blank page. Now I'm afraid when I do this, Microsoft Word's going to, yep, it did it. It pushed my logo and my text onto page 3. So this is what I have to do. I've got to tell Microsoft Word, no, I want that back up here, thank you. This is what's frustrating about Word. Sometimes you have to kind of tell it what you want. All right, so that's my page 2. Page 3 is where I want my first image. So again, insert, picture, picture from file, and the first image is called face off. So I'm just going to insert that, and again, I can't move it because it's inserted it in line with the cursor. So I've got to go up to a wrap text and in front of text, and now I can move that around. So I can have it off the page like that, or just centered. Okay, and then once again, insert text box. In fact, before I do that, let me go and open up my artist statement. Right, so I've already typed this up before, and you can see there's the text. Not the artist statement, sorry, what am I doing? Close that. Let me open up the captions. So the first caption is called face off. So let me select that, copy it, and go back to my portfolio document. So here I want to create a text box, and I'll just draw it underneath the photo. There you go. And I'll just zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. Once again, I don't want an outline around the box, so I'm just going to say no outline, and I will paste the artist statement directly below the image. And I can actually even make the text box the same width as the image, and also change the alignment. If I go back to home, I can just center it. So that's pretty good. Now, once I've done that, I want to create another page. And this is going to be frustrating because every time I go to create a blank page, Microsoft Word pushes what's there before to the new page, instead of leaving it up there. So I've got to keep going back to here, select both the text box and the image, and drag it back to page 3. So then I can put my cursor back on page 4 and repeat the process. So I'll just do one more, otherwise this is going to be a very long video. So let's go back to picture, picture from file. Let's bring in fast cars, insert. All right, so now this one here, this is where it can be, this is a more rectangular landscape type image. So I might decide here on this page to change the layout from vertical to landscape. Oops, sorry, I forgot to tell it. No, I won't do that. It's problematic. Yeah, you can do individual documents as landscape. I think you have to make them into a page break to do that. In fact, let me just go back. Let me just see if that works. I'm going to do page break. Insert break. Section break it is. Yeah. So now that I've done section break on page 4, okay, so I'll just show you where I did that. Insert section break. I can now go to page 4 with my cursor. Oh, where's the cursor gone? It's there. Okay, there it is. I can now go to orientation, landscape, and yes, it just does that page as a landscape. So when I insert that wide image, fast cars, see how now it'll fit better on that landscape page than the portrait page. And what I can do here is I can, again, as before, change the wrapping from inline to in front, and I can move it wherever I want. I can have this off the page even like that. And I can create another text box here, or I can cheat and just copy and paste this one. So Command C, click here on page 4, Command V, and then I can pop this over here, and there's my next text box. This one here, I might actually change the alignment to left. And then I've just got to go and find the fast cars caption, which is in my caption file. There it is there. Command C, minimize, select, put my cursor in that text box, select all the text and paste. Command V, and that will replace what was there before with the new text. And you can see that's another page done. So far we've got 4 pages. Now, it gets a bit tricky with Microsoft Word, because if I want to create a 5th page, it's going to push these back into the next page. So watch what happens. If I go to Insert Blank Page, pushes them over there, which is not what I want. So I need to zoom out. You can zoom in and out with this. Zoom out so you can see all the pages, and then you can push this back where it belongs. Put your cursor back now, it's on page 5, and it tells you page 5 here, and then you're ready to bring in the next picture. And I'll just do this quickly. This is another wide screen picture. So once again, I'll need to change the wrap to in front, and I can maybe make this a bit bigger and push it on this side of the page without cropping it too much. And from this view, I can also copy and paste this text box. Command C, put my cursor on page 5, Command V, and now this is ready. I can even change the alignment to align right. I hope you can see that. So now I can put my new caption in that text box. So where are you, caption? This one's called Junk Shop. So again, select all, minimize, and select the text that's already there. Command V. It's going to go back to align left, so I've got to say no, stay in the right hand side, please. And that's how you build the pages. It's a bit clunky. Look, I wouldn't normally use Word for portfolio building, but this kind of works. Now, when you're ready to save this and you're finished, and I should have saved this from the beginning, I'll just save it quickly as Bill Bailey Portfolio. So should have done that at the start. I'm just going to pop that in the same folder as my images. Right. When you want to save it as a PDF, what you can do now is go to File, Save As, and from here, instead of a Word document, you choose PDF. And you've got 2 options. You can choose one that's best for printing or one that's best for just screen and electronic distribution. When you click on Export, it'll create the PDF pretty quickly. Doesn't take too long. He says as he's waiting. Oh, it's taken longer than I thought. All right, now it's done it. So if I go back to this folder, you can see there's my Bill Bailey document and there's my PDF. It's only 1.4 megabytes, so that's not bad. And that's what it looks like. That's what people are going to see when you send it to them. You can see that that's kind of bleeding off the edge of the page. I don't know why that didn't come up as a wide page. I don't know why it's looking like that. Because I could have swore I chose wide page on that one, landscape. So that could be a setting with Microsoft Word. All right, hopefully that's given you a head start with Microsoft Word. If you have any questions, just let me know. Good luck.